What if the most powerful brain medicine on earth was already sitting in your kitchen? Not a pill, not a prescription, not an expensive supplement from a shelf you can barely read. Just food, eaten at the right time, before you sleep. Tonight, millions of seniors will go to bed and unknowingly allow their brains to waste an extraordinary biological opportunity, the brain's most powerful repair window, simply because they ate the wrong things before closing their eyes. But here's what the science now confirms, and what Dr. William Li has been warning audiences about for years. What you eat in the hours before sleep does not just affect your digestion. It directly determines whether your brain repairs itself tonight, or continues to slowly decline. This is not an opinion, this is neuroscience. And it may be the most important health information a senior will hear this year. We live in a world obsessed with quick fixes for memory loss, supplements promising miracles, medications with side effects longer than their benefits list. But the most groundbreaking research points in a radically different direction toward food, sleep, and a hidden biological system. Dr. William Li, a Harvard-trained physician whose research has influenced treatment for over 70 diseases, including cancer, heart disease, and diabetes, has spent years translating cutting-edge science into one simple, powerful idea. Food is medicine. And when it comes to the aging brain, he has a very specific message for seniors. The foods you eat at night are not just fuel. They are either accelerating your memory loss or actively reversing it while you sleep. Tonight, we are going to cover exactly 5 foods that the science identifies as powerful allies for the aging brain. Before we get to the foods, we need to understand the scale of what we are facing, because this is not a small problem. In 2021, 57 million people had dementia worldwide. Every year, there are nearly 10 million new cases. That means every 3 seconds, somewhere in the world, another human being crosses the threshold into cognitive decline. Worldwide projections suggest this number will reach 139 million by 2050. The number of adults living with dementia is expected to nearly triple within the coming decades. In 2019, dementia cost economies globally over $1.3 trillion. And women are disproportionately affected, providing 70% of all care hours for people living with this disease. Here is the detail that should stop every senior. 82% of Americans are unfamiliar with mild cognitive impairment. This is the silent epidemic. It grows quietly, and by the time most families notice something is wrong, years of preventable damage have already been done. But here is the hopeful part. Studies confirm that people can meaningfully reduce their risk. Studies confirm that people can meaningfully reduce their risk of cognitive decline by being physically active, avoiding harmful alcohol use, maintaining a healthy weight, and critically, eating the right diet. The question is, which foods, when, and why does timing matter so much? Before we reveal the 5 foods, you must understand one revolutionary concept that Dr. William Li has emphasized extensively: the glymphatic system. Dr. Li describes this as the brain's built-in cleaning system, a mechanism that only fully activates when you are sleeping. During sleep, particularly during deep, non-REM sleep, this system becomes highly active. It flushes cerebrospinal fluid through neural tissue, sweeping out metabolic waste, including beta amyloid. Beta amyloid is the toxic protein directly linked to Alzheimer's disease. The brain physically shrinks slightly during sleep to widen these channels and accelerate this flow. It is one of the most remarkable biological events happening inside your body every single night. Here is where food becomes critical. Omega-3 fatty acids support the water channels that drive glymphatic flow. Meanwhile, high-fat, high-sugar diets reduce sleep quality and impair the deep sleep stages when this cleaning process peaks. In other words, what you eat before bed either opens the drain or clogs it. Memory consolidation also occurs during both REM and non-REM sleep stages. Adults require 7 to 9 hours nightly, and sleep deprivation directly damages memory formation at a cellular level. This is why the 5 foods we are about to discuss are specifically powerful when consumed in the evening window. The first food is wild blueberries, often called brainberries. Blueberries deliver anthocyanins, flavonoid antioxidants that can cross the blood-brain barrier. They neutralize free radicals, reduce oxidative stress, and stimulate BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and to support neuron repair and the formation of new connections. BDNF is essentially the brain's own growth hormone. It helps neurons survive and grow. A 2024 study found that consuming 2 servings of berries daily can delay cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years. One clinical study found that older adults eating blueberries daily showed better episodic memory and executive function after just 12 weeks. Dr. Lee highlights berries as a cornerstone of the polyphenol-rich Mediterranean pattern. A half cup of fresh or frozen wild blueberries in the evening, in oatmeal, yogurt, or a light smoothie, provides a simple nightly ritual that directly aids overnight glymphatic cleansing. Blueberries at night means a cleaner brain by morning. The second food is fatty fish. If there is one nutrient that has earned universal agreement among brain scientists, it is DHA, an omega-3 fatty acid found abundantly in salmon, sardines, mackerel, and anchovies. Dr. Lee himself notes that high levels of omega-3s lower the risk. He has admitted that even he supplements omega-3s. Your brain is nearly 60% fat, and DHA is one of its primary structural building blocks. Every neuron membrane depends on it. When DHA levels drop with age, neural communication slows. When you restore it through food, mental sharpness returns. Research shows that fatty fish, consumed twice weekly, preserves brain structure and can improve cognitive performance by the functional equivalent of 2.5 years in aging adults. Eating fatty fish in the evening means DHA enters your bloodstream precisely when your brain is preparing repair work. The third food is dark leafy greens. Chronic brain inflammation is now understood to be one of the primary drivers of dementia. And dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and arugula are among the most potent anti-inflammatory foods available to us. Research on the MIND diet has shown it to be among the most protective. Adherence reduces Alzheimer's risk by 35%. Dark leafy greens are loaded with vitamin K, folate, lutein, and beta-carotene, all nutrients shown in research to slow cognitive aging. Vitamin K specifically plays a direct role in protecting the myelin sheath, the protective coating around your brain's nerve fibers, from deterioration. An evening portion of spinach or kale provides your brain with a shield precisely as it enters its nightly repair cycle. The fourth food is eggs. This is the one food that many seniors are still avoiding out of outdated nutritional fear, and that avoidance may be silently costing them their memory. Eggs are one of the richest sources of choline. Choline is the raw material your brain uses to produce acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is the neurotransmitter most directly associated with memory formation and learning. Alarmingly, acetylcholine levels drop significantly as we age. Alzheimer's patients consistently show some of the lowest acetylcholine levels. Yet despite this, choline remains one of the most under-consumed nutrients among seniors globally. Leading neurologists recommend eating eggs at least once or twice a week, and the evidence for their cognitive benefit is solid. The brain uses this choline to manufacture acetylcholine overnight, rebuilding the chemical architecture of memory. A simple egg eaten in the evening provides a direct supply of choline to your brain during one of its most metabolically active periods, sleep. 2 eggs before bed. That is the intervention. Simple, affordable, and profoundly underrated. The fifth food is walnuts. It is no coincidence that walnuts look exactly like a miniature brain. Nature, in this case, left a remarkable visual clue. Walnuts are exceptional because they contain both omega-3 fatty acids and alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based precursor to DHA. They also carry a unique combination of polyphenols and anti-inflammatory compounds that work together to reduce oxidative stress and improve cognitive function over time. A handful of walnuts before sleep delivers a slow, sustained release of brain-protective nutrients throughout the night. Their natural melatonin content also supports deeper, more restorative sleep, which in turn amplifies the brain's glymphatic cleaning process. The combination effect is powerful. Walnuts improve sleep quality. Better sleep drives better brain cleaning. Better sleep drives better brain cleaning. Better brain cleaning leads to sharper memory and clearer thinking. Dr. William Lee, drawing from long-term studies involving over 81,000 people, explains that a Mediterranean-style eating pattern can slash dementia risk by 16 to 27%. Let that number land. For a disease that currently has no cure, that is not a marginal improvement. That is extraordinary. His core message is this: we all want to feel sharp, not sluggish or inflamed. We want to carry on our lives the way we remember our younger, more energetic selves. And his research shows this is achievable through the consistent, deliberate choice of what goes on your plate. For seniors specifically, the stakes are higher than they are for younger adults. The glymphatic system becomes less efficient with age. Poor sleep quality impairs this crucial cleaning process, leading to accelerated cognitive decline. This means seniors have a smaller margin for error, but also a more immediate and measurable benefit from getting it right. The right foods in the evening hours create a cascade: deeper sleep, more efficient glymphatic cleaning, reduced beta amyloid accumulation, stronger neuron repair, and better memory the next morning. This is not a theory. This is the biology of your brain working exactly as it was designed to work. Someone in the world develops dementia every 3 seconds. By the time you finish watching this video, another family somewhere will be facing a diagnosis that will change everything. But you are here, you are watching, and that means you still have time to act. The 5 foods we covered tonight, wild blueberries, fatty fish, dark leafy greens, eggs, and walnuts, are not exotic superfoods from a specialty health store. They are real, accessible, affordable foods that your brain has been waiting for you to eat. Dr. William Lee's message, built on decades of research, is ultimately one of hope. Food is medicine. And the right food, eaten at the right time, can change the trajectory of your brain health. You cannot choose the age you are, but you can choose what you put on your plate tonight. Your brain repairs itself while you sleep. Give it the materials it needs to do the job. Start tonight. Make the choice that your brain will thank you for while you rest.